Washington to paying salaries to the Kurdish groups in Syria, like YPG and PKK, to fight for the United States. According to the data provided by the U.S. Department of Defense, 10,000 PKK members, referred to as partner forces, are paid between $200 to $400 monthly by U.S. regional commanders in Syria. And now the U.S. wants to increase the number to 65,000, of which 35,000 will act as internal security force in northern Syria, and the rest will be deployed for military operations.
The document here shows clearly that the PKK is armed force, paid force of the United States Defense Ministry. Secondly, the U.S. Defense Ministry aims at rising the numbers of its controlled partner force, paid force in Syria up to 65,000 personnel, which they will supply, of course, arms as well, which is included in the report. And thirdly, they are afraid that this personnel will not be able to control the local population.
Turkish politicians say, despite the defeat of the Kurdish forces in Afrin, the U.S. will continue to rely on them to seize areas in northern Syria, starting from Manbij to Deir ez-Zor.
The report also mentions that the performance of these fighting partner forces will be evaluated and that payments will be made duly. So if the PKK forces do not fulfill their contract, they will get less payment from the United States.
Observers say the U.S. plan in Syria seems straightforward. Support the Kurdish groups that could be reliable partners, capture territory in northern Syria, and create a corridor to the Mediterranean. It seems the U.S. is serious in its plan in northern Syria, as well as its partnership with the Kurdish forces, even after their defeat in Afrin. It comes despite the fact that the determination has already created a row between Washington and Ankara.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone that showed me this truth, and greetings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And you just saw a clip, and he's basically going into how the U.S. is actually paying mercenaries to try to take over territory in northern Syria. They've been bumping heads with the Turkish forces who actually been defeating those Kurdish forces in that same region. The U.S., which is Babylon the Great, is really determined to take that territory, man. So you already have the conflict in the southern part of Syria where they keep attacking Damascus, okay? And now they're trying to pay militants to go into the northern region of Syria and take Syria. And what is this showing you? That this devil Esau, he can't have enough, man. All right, he wants that land for himself. And it's also because Israel, all right, don't ever rule Israel out of the picture, man. Israel has to be part of the incentive behind why the U.S. is trying to take Syria. Okay? Israel been trying to extend the land to Syria. Also, you got the pipelines that go through Syria. And the brothers in elder brother Ariala and the other brother Rakaya Kwam, they go into it on the World War III algorithms. How those pipelines that go through Syria, which actually goes into Europe. The U.S. and Israel wants to take charge. And Esau, he's a greedy devil. So wherever he sees the opportunity to take land that's flowing with resources, he's gonna go and wage war against them, man. All right, and that brings me to this scripture here in Micah 2:2. You can't read this and not imagine the so-called white man. Okay, you can't read this verse and Esau Esau just slips your mind. Okay, this is exactly how Esau works. This is how he gets down. Micah 2:2, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and that's why he's setting up mercenaries. He's paying them. They told you that they're paying them, a few hundred a month. Which what kind of money is that to go and put your life on the line to take territory from another country? All right, but this is how he's doing it, man. It says, and they take them by violence. They make war against that particular land so they can take it for themselves and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's how Esau got the world, basically, man, through the sword, through the force of the sword. He violently, take lands. All right. He raped, robs, and pillages the land. He kills the people, murders them, and he takes it for himself. That's what he did when he came over here to establish America. When he took it from, the Native Americans, which is the tribe of Gad, and also the Seminole Indians, which is the tribe of Reuben. Okay, this is all his works. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which you shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go heartily, for this time is evil. All right. So the Lord is going to bring evil on this devil, man. All right, woe unto you that increase that which is not his. Hey, Habakkuk 2:5, it says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right, why is the U.S. military concerned with Syria? That's because the U.S. wants to rule over pretty much any territory that could benefit the economy of the U.S. All right? Because the U.S. doesn't produce anything. Everything is being imported into the U.S. We get our natural resources from foreign countries, foreign lands, whether it be by trade or whether it be by waging war against them and taking that land so you can get those natural resources, man. And that's exactly what Babylon is doing over there in Syria. Okay? But the Assad regime and their military, they ain't having it. And those Turkish forces, they also ain't having it. All right? So that's why they're paying more military men to go over there. Because it ain't going to be easy to try to capture that region over there. And this is what? This is all going into World War III, baby. The Battle of Armageddon, man. And American military is being spread all over the place, man. That's how you know this place is on its way out, man. All right? The scriptures tell you that concerning Esau, that you shall be despised among men. All right? And the Lord was going to make you small among the heathen. If you got little bits and pieces of your military all over the place, and you fighting all these different wars with all these different countries, pretty soon you're going to seem to be small. All right? And these nations, they're not fearing you no more. Your global dominance is no longer being acknowledged by these other small countries anymore, man. Including your own allies, man. Going back, it says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Okay? And you got this happening in South Africa. Okay? Those people up there in that northern part of Syria really which is inhabited by those Turkish forces. They're even saying, "Hey, America, get your ass out of here. Get them Kurds that you funding. Get them out of here, man." That's why you had that attack that happened in Afrin not too long ago, where the Turkish military attacked those Kurds over there, man. And they know those Kurds are backed by the U.S. The U.S. is really trying to get over there, man. And stuff like this is why America's bringing more and more enemies, man. And that's good, because that's what's going to lead to all these nations shooting their nukes upon this place. All right? They're going to shoot them arrows, and they're not going to spare shit, man. All right? This is Job 24:2. It says, "Some remove landmarks." In other words, boundaries, territories, regions. And the Esau has done that all throughout history, man. All right? And he does it violently. That's how he does it. It says, "They violently take away flocks and feed thereof." So all these nations that Esau's doing this to, this is why they're at constant battle and conflict with Esau, man. Ishmael, Elam, Ham. That's why, man. So going back, it says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." Constantly just putting himself in debt, man. "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?" All right, meaning these nations are gonna start, taking you by violence, man. Okay, you trying to besiege them and rape, their land. Well, these nations, you're gonna be the prey in their lands, man. You so-called you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, man. You're gonna be taken for a spoil everywhere, man, because everybody's getting tired of you devils, man. Straight up. All right, verse 8, "Because thou hast spoiled many nations, and all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein." All right. So, that's what this devil is trying to do. He's trying to, capture territory. He's trying to make that, a province of, the U.S./Israel. They trying to claim that for their jurisdiction, man. All right. So, I just want to do a quick, report on that. This pretty much proves that this man is the devil, man. All right. And he's, this is how he gets the world. He rapes, robs, and murder. He goes into other places where he don't belong, and he tries to, wage war against it so he could take it for himself. All right. So, that's pretty much it. All right. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.